Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And here we are to discuss the curious case of Barney. So, for those of you who don't know, we're here to discuss whether or not Bryson Barney deserves a place in our Florida Panthers Hall of Fame. Well, in our Hall of Fame. So, let's make the case for before we decide what all is against him exactly. For starters, Bryson was never drafted by the Panthers. He was actually drafted by the Devils, ironically, and I believe year 1 or 2, I cannot exactly remember. Early on in the franchise mode, nonetheless, during which he was actually put on the trade block as the Devils looked to make a playoff push, to which I was able to make a trade for him. One of which I must say is probably my best trade looking back. Overall, Bryson Barney has been an absolutely amazing servant to these Florida Panthers. He has come in clutch many times. He's always been he's been a very versatile player. And I know that sounds weird for a sniper or to hear about a sniper, but he, as a winger with good faceoffs, at a time where our only center options were Barkov and Reinhardt, it was really nice to be able to have Barney come through. He came through at a good time, and he did actually play a few, I believe, 2 years with the AHL team. Um, Even going as far as I believe he won an AHL MVP award, if I'm not mistaken. Um, However, his big accomplishment obviously came this past season when he put up a career high 119 points. He was able to lead, I believe, our second line with what was it, Jonathan Huberdeau, and I think it was Caulfield was the other one. I want to say it was Caulfield. I'm pretty sure it was Caulfield. That was terrible on my part. But the thing about him is that he put up 119 points. He won the what is it, the Hart Trophy as the league's MVP. I don't know why I couldn't think about that. But he also won the Art Ross for the most points, and he's been here for 3 Stanley Cups, I believe, potentially four. I think four actually. No. He wasn't here for one of them. He was in the AHL. So he was here for 3 Stanley Cup championships. He's got those under his belt. He's got all of the awards that he was able to rack up this past season, as he was obviously producing extremely well on that second line, which is another thing that I would like to take into account. He played on the second line and had 119 points. That doesn't happen by accident. But overall, he's been an absolutely amazing player that we've been able to pick up. And his legacy with this team is going to remain. Don't even pay attention to that. His legacy with this team is going to remain that he came in. He is a leader of this so-called second generation, if you will. The first generation includes probably Barkov, Huberdeau, and a few others, Reinhardt maybe even. Um, but the second generation here, of Ezra Almond, of Barney, of even Caulfield a bit. Now that we've acquired Caulfield, or when we acquired Caulfield, and Kovanov for that matter too. He's always been if anybody's gonna be, or if anybody's gonna step up to fill as the face of this franchise, it was going to be him. Obviously, that was before we acquired Raquel, who in his own has been able to step up into that role a bit. But Bryson Barney is the MVP this past season, so you can decide for yourself whether or not he actually did step into that, or whether Raquel actually stole that role from him. But now let's go into the reasons against. The things that work against Barney are that he has never been, aside from this past season, obviously, he was never been the top guy on a championship roster. Um, yes, he's had a lot of team success, but he's also had an incredible team around him. Um, Not a single season has he ever had terrible line mates. Has he ever been expected to make other players great? And he definitely did clean up awards wise, but it was only one season. How much do you take that into account when you're considering this Hall of Fame? Anyways, guys, those are the pros and the cons against allowing Bryson Barney into our Hall of Fame. Please Let me know what you all think in the comment section. We'll go over the results in a video probably either up tomorrow or Thursday. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.